Does that mean that we'll be live? So why did that change then? Guess there's one way to find out. Yeah, it sounds like I guess stream. I'm just not sure why my preview over here says otherwise then. Okay, here we go. I'll get the sound back on once I finish messing around with things. It'd be nice if I could find a way to have the reaction window not block the corner of the screen, preventing me from actually seeing the chat proper in the process. Okay. Oh shoot, I want to have this up. It says we are live. OBS says we're not live, but everything else says that we are. I would just click the go live button, but you know what, sure, let's see what happens. And from what I can see, everything is there, up ready to go. Just a heads up, this will probably be a shorter stream. I've been doing longer streams of this, at least longer than average, the past few weeks anyways. But I'm kind of feeling out of it. Like I'm feeling more into it than some other days that I say that I'm feeling out of it, which is a good chunk of the reason why I'm going through with this anyways. But I am feeling tired, and the day has kind of been a bit meh for me. So why do I have this other file in? Oh no. Well, what was I thinking? Of course the controller's working. That's how I got out of the title screen in the first place. It's gonna be one of those nights, is it? So let me give myself a minute to try to get reacquainted with everything and figure out what we should do next. I believe we recently got Grind, which is huge because that opens up the other half of this entire world map for us. Yeah, and I can see that I wanted to, did everything I could to prepare to go there as soon as possible. But I wanted to take care of some loose ends first. It's just a matter of remembering them. I recall from editing that there's a few cases where we need to use Grind that we didn't have access to yet. I believe we did Treasure Isles already though. No, it wasn't Grind, it was Reveal. Like, that's what it was, Champa. Like, I had all that talk about we don't need to go to Champa because there's nothing to do until we get bricks, which I was gonna say we would have everything to do, but I'm so used to getting burst before Grind for obvious reasons. That option didn't even cross my mind, but the reality is, like, if nothing else, there's things that we can reveal check in Champa. And I'm trying to remember if there was anything else in a similar vein that we didn't get, but I know we did a lot of reveal checking near the end of the last stream. Like this, for example. We'll use those lucky medals someday, I suppose. And I guess, yeah, I guess that's another thing. We could stop by the forge place and see if there's any new items that we can take care of. I mean, it'd probably be the least constructive thing that we could get at the moment, but I really want to get Mind Read and finally move on with the animal quests. Because for one, the poor doggy is going hungry every time we speak. I guess while we're in here, I could do a quick check to see if there's anything else in Champa that we can muster. You know, speaking of reveal, it's probably not necessary because I'm pretty sure stuff inside pots and that aren't randomized. But the RPG protagonist in me just wants to make sure he covers every ground that he can cover. Right. I recall Elio's has synergy, but I only recall Briggs being... That's the first time I think I recall anyone besides Briggs even bringing that up. What sort of lovely artifacts have you find in the ruins that I have not? That is something. Sure, if only to clear out inventory space. And I never use battles items. Why start now? And also one of the quest items for inventory space. And only because I don't trust myself and there's so much menuing to go through. I'm keeping the milk, because I need to be reminded that the doggle is hungry at all costs. But, yeah, it's tucked away in the corner, but it is there. Oh, there is something. Just a little elixir, but doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, is there anything else that we can do here besides that one reveal area? Not that I can see. And we got Parch. Yeah, there was that area and ooze mode that we could do with parts, but I definitely already took care of that. You know what? If there's anything else, I can come back for it. I think it's time to finally start exploring the western map of the sea. Away we go! And that's the most menacing seagull that I think I've ever seen. I guess that's something you can talk about. Oh, and it's gone. Yeah, I'm kind of expecting this to be a shorter stream and not to be as talkative. Just because I kind of had a bit of a day. I went out to get breakfast, but they were all out of eggs, so but what can you do? So I decided to stop by a nearby store to see if there's any Pokemon cards in stock. Not much, but I wasn't expecting much of anything. What surprised me though was the freaking lines. Thanksgiving is coming up next week. I was warned, but I think that's the longest time they've actually spent in line for a single pack of trading cards. And the funniest part is that I got the easy end, all things considered. There's definitely way more that I could have stumbled upon. Basically what I'm trying to say is the line for self-checkout of all things doubled shortly after I got in line. And it was already a pretty decently long line just for self-checkout in and of itself. So that was certainly an ordeal. Where's my cure user? I guess why do you need cure when you have wish, but still. Just in time for a rainbow finish. Anyways, the game plan with opening up this side of the map, I think the first thing I need to do is figure out how to get Isaac's party as soon as possible, if only to give myself more inventory space to work around with. And there's obviously other advantages, like I don't know how the randomizer handles Isaac's parties, like if there's any default synergies given to them and exclusively them. Considering we found things like catch for Felix already though, I'm kinda doubting it. But they gotta incentivize us to go after Isaac's party somehow, so there's gotta be a synergy of some sort tied to them. And wow, I was paying so little attention I didn't even notice that the enemies were kicking my butt. Better late than never, I suppose. I did bring up the whole thing that happened with ground on the randomized on the modding Discord. So like the whole thing is known. I'm not sure if we really figured out what was causing it, but it is something that they are aware exists now. I was gonna say, yeah, we've been to Madra already. I was trying to sail over to this island because it looked like there was a few land masses that we couldn't really do anything with. I was kind of curious if there was anything new, but actually if that's Misalka, I've been bad with pronouncing everything lately. By lately, I mean like the past couple years. So to say it feels like so much in the map that has literally nothing in it. But knowing that's there, I'm well aware there's absolutely nothing in that entire area. But yeah, getting Isaac's party, there's gotta be some benefit to the randomizer for it. And if nothing else, I suppose that it would be good for giving us more inventory to work with. That's a long story short of that entire tangent. How about here? Well, I think I gotta keep going if I wanna find anything completely new. Actually, have we seen I'm not even gonna try to pronounce her name. I can't do anything else tonight. Why would I even try to do that one? But yeah, like it's so basically a summon that I've even seen it in vanilla playthroughs that I've done recently. So I didn't even think about mentioning or like giving that summon some time in the spotlight. Better late than never, I suppose. Yeah, and then there's that hint that I accidentally stumbled upon that basically said that we need to go to the Mars Lighthouse before being able to get hover for the Jupiter Lighthouse. I think it was. It was something about needing to go to the Mars Lighthouse early. You know, why is it the most cursive summon, or the most cursive weapon unleashed, that always gets triggered? Find something different for Jen that can't come soon enough, because I didn't mind at first, but I'm kind of starting to see what the rest of the chat was feeling about that unleashed now. Oh! I think Elder Wood is just a fancy wish, but it's still interesting to see, and it's got me curious to mess around with it. I guess I'll take the Riverside. Nothing else. I don't think we could normally get to this chunk of land normally. Could we? No. Oh, wow, this is where Magma Rock is, but... Okay, I see why you normally wouldn't be able to come here without Isaac's party. I was thinking, like, wow, we could get here with practically nothing. Why don't we go here so much earlier on in the game? But... yeah, it's really blocked off by a Golden Sun 1 synergy. Which could mean that we end up doing this early, which would line up with the hint, because we need the Magma Rock from here in order to get to... Oh, that's right, it's Randomizer. Would the Magma Rock work like a randomized item? because it's not an item in the chest. But then again, the randomizer here is kind of programs things like reveal to be randomized, and that's not in the chest. Okay, there it is. I was gonna say, it would be kind of weird if it didn't show up on the map at the very least, though. I'm gonna run around here just to make sure there's no Jin that we're missing out on or that. But I kinda have a feeling that we got everything that we need to do here. And I want to check out Elderwood, but it's just a slightly stronger wish flow. Ah well. While we're letting some animations play out, maybe I'll go get the guide real quick. Just to assure that I'm not forgetting about a Ginny. Yeah, seems like a slower day anyway, so let's see where. I mean, I'll have to find out the guy, but this large patch of wood would be a place to hide a Ginny if I was a malicious game developer, like whoever decided that putting Ginnies on the world map with no major indication of where they be was a good idea. Flash out. You go, ooh, an evil flash. An evil punch ant. Why am I blinking out on the default names for them all of a sudden? But yeah, certainly wasn't expecting that coloration today. And that's really all we can do around here. I can find this area on the map. I was trying to multitask and it wasn't working. There is a Galawan settlement. But yeah, I'm not seeing any Jins around here. So guess we're good. Actually, could I get to settlement? Because they definitely don't expect you to come here until a bit later in the game. Oh, you know what? One of the items checks in that area requires Cyclone, so I'm just not gonna bother with it. Though, what if that single lucky medal was something important? Wouldn't I at least want to make sure? Either way, it'd probably be faster to teleport to my boat and go from there. That is not where my boat was. Cool. You think I would have learned a lesson last time, but it definitely clicked now. The boat shortcut does not work. Unless I randomly want to go to that bottom part of the map, which actually, how close is that to the forging area? Because No, not close at all. I thought it was like a involuntary shortcut to that area in particular, but now I'm not so sure. Yeah, we can't just run away from battles, so I guess we need a little more experience. That's basically how I'm telling if I'm underleveled or not at the moment. Excuse me. So... I think if I remember from the guide, it was in that upper left area. So I guess it wouldn't hurt to turn on Void and check, especially if I do some... Nah. It's right over here, I barely even need to kill the time. The riddle of the rock, just passing through, here's some advice. Stay clear of the mountain. I don't know what treasure's up there, but it's not worth your life. This seems like a random town, but it seems like it's put here for lore building, and more specifically for giving you a hint on... That's just a normal looking metal. I guess because it's not a chest, so it wouldn't have been randomized. Well, whenever we do get Cyclone, at least we have access to a very easy check. Oh my god. How did the boat get all the way down there? Good. I never learned. But I really don't feel like walking all the way from here, from Magma Rock. Yeah, what does putting me here help with? Wait, hold on. This is where the boat was before we started sailing off. How come it worked? How did it take me so long to realize that's what it was? At least I have a void off. So maybe I'll just speed up and meet you all at the boat. That somehow got all the way down here. Where to next? Definitely not used to being on this side of the map. So... all I know is that we need the lava stone in order to get to Prox, which apparently we need to go to Prox in the Mars Lighthouse before we can take on Jupiter Lighthouse. I guess I'll figure things out as I go. Like that suspicious cave out in the corner. Oh yeah, there's probably like stuff on this side of the map that's the other thing that we would need Isaac's party for. To actually be able to fly over the very shallow rocks like that. That's probably how we get in here, and maybe how we get all the way over to that cave. But alas, that's not in the cards for us at the moment. Don't we need to go in there to get to the Jupiter Lighthouse in the first place? If so, how do you actually get, you know, in there to get the wings in the first place? Oh, I am way off course. I'm trying to get into this little island just to see. From what I can tell right now, we need... main dungeon that's on my mind to complete is Gaia's Rock, but we need growth. in order to finish it. We at least supposedly need it for the maze, which I guess I could do blind, but I have no intention to do that blind and what. Waterfall. Alright. There's actually nothing we can do here until we get left is in there. Hold on. It's too early to give up. Push this down here. Now we can put the passageway over here. I think that's just an optional gym, which isn't going to show up in the randomizer. I mean, but hey, I came all the way over here and I can't think of anything else to do on this remote island. Might as well see. Something tells me that post-commentary is really gonna have to come in and save the day. There is a genie blocked off in the distance, but I need lift in order to get to that one. But if there's a genie here, that makes me feel a lot more confident that there's actually something we can get down this path. And it's boots. I mean, that's not nothing. Maybe it is nothing. Cool. Why are there so many useless boots in this game? All this time I didn't even realize that there was a synergy type behind a boot. Well, back off to the worldwide yonder, I suppose. Yeah. Definitely feeling tired, so I'm just gonna go for the motions and... Unfortunately, I don't feel ambitious enough to do any story times. Maybe I should at least try, but... I'm gonna give myself a little time to get reacquainted with the land, because it's been so long since we've been on this side of the world. And then maybe I'll try to nudge myself to see if any more interesting conversation comes out of it. Don't really see anything to do here. I also just remembered that I had a void off in the first place, so... Maybe it wouldn't be a bad idea to take encounters, just to make sure I don't get too underleveled. You know, I'm gonna see. Because this is a way too large a landmass for there not to be something. So this batch of trees seems suspicious. It's a good way to make sure I'm not underleveled anyway, so I'll take a few counters in here just to assure that we're not missing out on a Jin or something. You know, when Liquefier just obliterates so many things, why am I even bothering with these spread spells? Let's just do that again. It's pretty cool that we got those abilities. I've always been a sucker. Oh, there it is! There's the genie! I knew I wasn't crazy. Alright. The problem is, I didn't really come in with a plan. So how do we get this thing before it runs away like the coward it is? Let's go for an attack boost. And... yeah, maybe go for a stun. But sooner sooner or later, our strats are basically going to boil down to spamming liquid fire. Well, that is fast. And I don't know what it is. We did get experience from that, but for some reason I'm under the impression that usually if an enemy is defeated or dies from poison, then you just miss out on that experience altogether. Maybe because Jinnies are a little more scripted and they don't vanish like other enemies do. Maybe that's a result of... Yeah, I guess you can say... You completely changed my class altogether if I have you on there, but... Yeah, we got a lot of win. Let's see if I can find someone that can get some use out of it. We get Hate, Juggle, and Juggle. That's... I'm not sure if that's really an upgrade, but it feels like it. Well, if nothing else, we got one more Jinny out of this stream, which is a victory in of itself for me. It's kind of weird, I feel like ending the stream right now, but I feel like I should at least have this stream session go on long enough that it could hypothetically be edited down into an episode, which probably means at least 40 minutes. Though I should say at least an hour. Doesn't help that I just kind of realized that we were at 40 minutes. Is there really nothing else that we can do besides that? Maybe, but I was gonna say we could probably just play it safe and take along the shoreline, but... Oh! Did Harpy get upgraded, or... Did Harpy get upgraded to Griffin because of all the Mars gens? I guess we'll play around with Griffin first then. Dang! Griffin busted. Thing is, it seems like anything that's a single target synergy is so much more powerful than our spread damage. I know that's how it's supposed to work, but it's like to the point where it's more efficient to do 2 single target attacks than 2 spread attacks, even if there's like 3 enemies on the field instead of just 2. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how much I could actually blame the randomizer on for that. But to quench my own curiosity, yeah, Harpy gets upgraded to Griffin. Makes sense. I'm pretty sure that's how it works with this show Beast Tamer class. But it's still enough for me to find pretty fascinating. And the damage we were doing with Griffin kind of rivaled what we could get with Liquefier, which is kind of nuts in of itself. Let's see how Harpy looks. Yeah, that's a significant downgrade in pure terms of damage, which makes sense, but now I know that there's good reasons to actually have Jenna keep all of her gens on set. Something tells me that that whatever episode this stream falls under is gonna have more to do with me messing around with battles and my abilities than it's actually fighting items, which I guess could be fun, like a little change of pace from the typical thing that comes out of a randomizer video. I just hope that other people find it as interesting as I do. I guess I'll figure out if it's worth it when this all hits the editing board. look at that solid damage. It's pretty impressive stuff for something that's honestly not so flashy. I mean, I guess it's debatable. Like, the fact that you're summoning a monster is pretty flashy in of itself. But the attack that the Griffin does isn't too flashy, if you know what I mean. Like, all the flashiness goes to the fact that you're summoning a monster rather than the attack that the monster is actually doing. Alright, I still can't believe that this entire landmass only exists to hide a Djinn. At least it makes it really obvious that there is a genie on the island, because there's literally nothing else of note. But that still feels like a bit of a waste of an entire landmass, if I say so myself. You know, I was just saying that as single target synergy seems so powerful that it's not even worth going for the spread. But call it force a habit, I just subconsciously chose nothing but spread damage moves until practically the end of my sentence. Well, we'll see how it goes. If we wipe everyone with spread damage, then I guess it was as effective, if not more so. Yeah, like, I don't see us clearing all those monsters with just Liquid Fire 4 times in a row, at least not as quickly, so yeah, I guess that was more efficient. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I might actually need... Oh, there's the Jupiter Lighthouse. Sure enough, I can't think of a way to get into it now that the shore rocks are in the way. Unless the randomizer added a feature where you can get the ability to fly the boat without a party of 8. Or if Isaac's party is just randomly shoveled into the item somehow. The latter would be kind of funny. Also, love the name of the seagull enemy, Seafowl. I have a little bit of affinity towards seagulls. I just find them fascinating creatures. They can be They can either be cute, adorable, completely gangster, or total monsters. It's all up to the interpretation of the human eye and their personal experiences with the animals. And I find something fascinating about just how a single creature can be viewed in so many different ways. But then again, my personal interpretations is that I find them cute birds, though I do acknowledge they're more ugly moments. Maybe I should spice things up and use some Djinnis, if only so I don't burn through all of my synergy before actually making it to a major dungeon. Just some food for thought. You know, maybe I should pull out the phone and get some conversation topics, but I forgot where I put my phone. Speaking of which, I usually keep a little journal just to track everything that I do in a day, and I realized I never set it up to make a note of the stream. So, also that's a little disappointing in of itself because I was thinking my phone because that's where I kept some notes on conversation topics, but now I kind of just want to get something for the journal before I forget. I always get the screenshot after the stream is over rather than during the stream when everything is happening. I don't know, it's just like a little It's a thing that I started a while ago where I just make a jot of everything I do throughout a day. I have a thing where I kind of get so caught up in all the things I don't do that I occasionally beat myself over it. So I think part of the reason for starting a journal was to just track everything I do, so if I'm ever feeling like that, I can just pull out my phone and scroll through everything I've done for a day just to remind myself of how much I accomplished. It's also like good for dietary things because like when I have lunch I take a photo of the food that I eat, so if something is especially bothering me I could like remember what I had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner relatively easily. These battles are getting old, not gonna lie. I think as soon as I scroll this island... There I go, calling entire continental landmasses islands again. The point being, like, I think I might just... shoot straight towards a town the next moment I get. Just to give myself a break from roaming large masses of lands with nothing but battles, and maybe get something different out of it. You gotta admit, that is a pretty cool attack. I'm just so used to it doing more. I remember like the wikis considering it one of the most powerful genies in the game, and it just doesn't feel like it. I'm gonna guess that's because it's a multiplier. And the thing with attack multipliers is, yes, they're broken, but you don't really get a true grasp of how powerful they are until endgame. Which makes sense, that's like the whole point on a multiplier, just something that relatively gets stronger as you get stronger, without becoming obsolete. Do I go around this entire landmass just to check every corner? Because it doesn't really make sense to me that there isn't anything I can do. Anything to know here? Nope. This seemed like the most pointless beach of them all. We can go into this river, so I think I'm gonna see just how far into it we can go. I think this is actually how we get to town. Navigating an elaborate river maze. Well, if so, that's definitely not it. It looks like just... No. I think this is actually how it's supposed to go. Yeah, that's where you attack the boat. No, we're not leaving quite yet. Oh, right, we can use parts in that area. I forget what's down there. I don't think it's necessary to beat the randomizer, but the faintest clue in my memory recalls it being kinda neat. No, not there. Where the boss was, before it turned into a giant elaborate puddle in the middle of the boat. Which, thinking more about it, I mean, I guess cruise ships kind of have water, have like tubs and other water masses inside them, and this does seem isolated enough. It doesn't seem like a hole in the boat, so I guess it's not that bad. Wait, I just wonder if there's actually something in here though. Huh. It's not like I grabbed it already, right? Yo, hold on. This is what the guide is for. We have questions. The book has the answers. Where would it show up again? Really? This is where they put the lucky dice and the slots? Well, it's a bit of a shame we only have one lucky ticket. I don't think we've even gotten any from selling and buying items. Okay, boat. Weird. I guess I do have to go to the page with the boat dungeon in order to get the boat information. I found the strategy guy occasionally posts this thing where, like, if it knows that there's something you can't get into later, they'll go, oh, we'll get this, you'll get this later, and then they put the same dungeon later on in the book after you have the ability to get the item. Like, this guide repeats dungeons if you have to backtrack to them, which is cool. I thought that's what I was doing here, but apparently not. Right, Tremor exists. I just remembered going through the guide that there was some things that we would normally need Tremor for, and I completely forgot that synergy existed, if I gotta be frank. Where's the boat? It should be, like, right after Kimbo and all that. But it seems to skip right to all the stuff with Cyclone and the like. Here we go. The boat. Lemurian ship. That's the official name of the place. Right. That's where the mist potion is. Yeah, that's the room with the boss. And I didn't see any items when we were in there. Maybe I picked it up already because of randomizer shenanigans. I just had to make sure that was something that we didn't have to worry about. As I was saying, I just had to make sure that was something we didn't have to worry about anymore. And apologies for the speed up. I have it on trigger for emergencies, and I kind of bumped it with my leg. So at least that takes care of everything here. I don't think there's really anything we can do in town at the moment. I don't even think it's worth exploring the Jupiter Lighthouse until we get Hover. But since we're all the way here, we might as well check out town and see what we can get. Excuse me. I get the feeling the answer is going to be not much. Eclipse. Who you calling not much? Not you, my friend. Did not mean to call you a sack of nothing. I mean, it'd be nice if you were something that actually helped me progress through the game, but I won't complain about getting Eclipse. I don't think there's really anything else to note in here. There might be things hiding under the bushes in that, but that is a problem for future Jackie K. Speaking of problems, let me turn on encounters real quick just to make sure they're not hiding a gym. It is awfully close to the last gym we got, but I'm pretty sure these two are areas the game doesn't expect us to come to until much later, so maybe. Dang, how close are we to having enough for Eclipse? Not enough in this battle. Right. These multi-summons sometimes have secondary effects like sleep. I forgot about that. We are certainly getting the... No, I might as well say it now before I forget. Shoot, I already forgot. If nothing else, I will say, it's been nice to get back into the game. Of course, I start talking during the cursed Weapon Unleashed curse. A new weapon for Jenna can't come soon enough. Anyways, as I was saying, do I check for a Jin? I think that's what I was saying. Like, the whole reason I turned the Void on in the first place was to see if I could figure out if they were hiding a Jinny here. Do I even have enough Jinnies to do Eclipse? I was kind of thinking of trying to build up towards it, but... Oh, I have a lot. There's just a lot of Jins I have just flat out haven't been using. I think we need to go one more round for here, just to make sure we're not missing out. And that'll be a perfect opportunity to show off Eclipse. And don't ask me why I decided to showcase every single one of the summons. Even though there's nothing different from them compared to a normal playthrough of Lost Age. It's been so long since I've seen some of these summons, at least in their sprite-based glory, that why not? Let's see them in action. They're helpful against the enemies. There's no reason not to use them, and I might as well give special attention when I do. And there we go. I'm gonna say, I think what really sells Eclipse is not the giant dragon, but that giant judgment level laser beam that it fires in the process. Alright. We had our fun, but I think I should at least explore one town proper before ending off the stream. So let's just get right into doing that. But first, there's this whole batch of ground. There's all this land. Are we sure there's not something hiding in all of it? Right, this is where the Jupiter Lighthouse would be. You know what? Out of curiosity's sake, how far can I go? I'm starting to remember not very far because Cyclone, but since we can just fast travel to town, I think I'm gonna run around here for the novelty. Yeah. And that's the end of the road already. Ah well. It was worth a shot. Not sure if I should even pull out the guide to see if there's any genies snuck in here. I guess there... Screw it. There's way too much land. It's too suspicious. You can't trust any landmass with nothing in it in this game. With Golden Sun 1, at least you know there's 4, and I played the game so much that I have the spots memorized. Not the case with the Lost Age. So let's see, any special gens hiding around here? Does not seem like it. There is a mint, but that's... I can't even get that without Cyclone. Well, so much for going to Jupiter Lighthouse early. Well, so much for doing Jupiter Lighthouse early. I don't even know there's anything in town that we can do with what we got, but... since we came all the way here, I figured we should at least check. It might give me a good opportunity to get our synergy points back up. Not that we need it, but... still. Oh. It's like I remember these things about Lost Age, but I don't remember exactly where they are. So when I go like, BAM! I've been more. It catches me off guard. Villagers are working their hardest to complete the wings to fulfill the prophecy. Yeah, I have a lot of coins. Part of me wants to save them for forging, but can't have too many nuts. There, I'll just say it. Anything nice of no. Well, we got a free water of life. Might as well pick that up now. Comic game tickets. You know, for just one, it's not even worth pulling out. That mist potion is though. Trying to recall if there's any... is there any items or that have note that's worthwhile? Hold on. Sorry, I had to mute myself for a sec just to make sure that things weren't too noisy. And this is different from that somehow. Lucky dice. Oh, you know, this one's super lucky. So you can roll all 4 dice on a single top. It's a push and you win your money back. 3 dice. all I saw was throw dice, get money, and you know, we have a decent amount of money, but we definitely are gonna need more if we're gonna forge all the stuff that we've got. Let's gamble some money. So really just press A and hope. Oh, there's a double or nothing system. I did not read the rules of how doubling works. Just take that. Well, my first roll was good. That's a promising start. Oh. Well, isn't this a fallacy? Yeah, I'm going all in. 19... If the new total is higher than 20... It seems like it'd be easy to get more than 20. I have no idea what the numbers are, but... Note, 20 is pretty high. I gotta make my money back. 13, it's gotta be higher than 13, right? Buy nothing! Not falling for gambler's fallacy. I forgot to save before doing all this, so I don't even know if I'm getting your loot. I didn't actually need to know, game. I didn't actually need to know if I was making or losing money. Well, this is why we save scum. And the game is even kind enough to tell us when we've lost money. Try to say, the game's even kind enough to tell us when I need to reset and when I can save. So I'm just gonna throw dice for a little bit until I'm filling up to do anything else. Or, in other words, when I get bored. 4 times, let's keep going. Higher. Oh my god, it actually worked. 8 times, 8 times, 8 times. Do I want to press my luck and go 8 times? Oh my god, they can't believe they're playing the battle theme. The Link battle theme for this. Let's go for it. Like, it's been higher each time. Surely it'll be lower this time. I know your dirty little tricks games. Oh my god. I gotta cash out sometime, but it's so low, it's so low. Surely it'll be higher this time. Come on, come on, come on. Wow. It's 30. Ah. I want to see how high it goes, but something tells me this is going to be a very easy way to get the forging money that we need. That was a good round. And you know, the crazy thing is I never really bother with the dice games in Golden Sun because I usually have plenty of money. I usually get all the money I need by endgame where I can't even find things to do with it all. And yet, so I always ignore the dice games, yet here we are, gambling everything around with dice. Okay, this is probably the more risky one that I've done. I guess I'll go lower? That is lower. Now this will be an easy higher. So low. I gotta see if I can go higher than times 32. I'm gonna regret it, but I gotta see. It's feeling it lower. Oh, just barely, just barely. Oh my god, do I go for times 64? We have to at least get to lucky 64. Higher, it's gotta be higher. Okay, there's a cap. I was gonna say, if we could just go on indefinitely. Watch that money scroll down. All of it. Beautiful. I earned that. Every last cent of it. Okay, I don't think we got all day. I think I'm gonna run this place out of house and home. And no one can stop me. Here we go! Who wants to see if we can get times 64 again? Easy. This feels like it's a little bit more of a tricky one though, but I'm gonna go lower. Well, we had to lose eventually. Gotta give the house at 1. The house always wins, so if it were to just keep on losing, someone would catch on to our scheme. Higher? I'll try higher. Pushing it, but I'll try it. It's a good thing I saved that for that last one. Seems like the house is gonna do everything in its power to assure that I never win again. Higher. Wow, case in point. It probably won't be lower, but I'm just curious. Ooh, do I double the triple? It's so high that it's gotta be low this time. Yeah, I'm gonna go for it once. But that's it, I'm not pushing my luck. The fact that I just got a triple in general is more enough to make me content. Alright, let's go for the big game. We'll be higher than... Excuse me. I don't... There's quite a few high numbers on those dies already, so I'm gonna go lower. The 2 might screw me over, but... Yeah. I can go higher than 11. Not like that! Something tells me that we're gonna come out in a loss from this one. We gotta get our money back somehow, so doubling. High. I can't believe that was a high. Sure, I'll cash out. It wasn't a lot though, so I kind of wonder if I should keep going. Should have kept going. Double. I can't believe that was actually a high. Surely this time it'll be low though, right? Called it. Yeah, it's gonna be high this time. Barely, though. I don't think 16 is tempting, but I think I'm gonna just cash out. We got the crazy 64 once, then, so we don't ever have to go crazy again. But we have to at least go for double. Sure, high. There's 2 5s on there, so that'll probably screw me over, but still. Oh, what do you know? But could it go higher than 14? There's definitely room for it to, but I'm feeling low. I knew I should have gone high. Ooh, a triple. We got a double to triple. That's a lot of twos. I'm going high. Okay, I'm definitely going this because it's gotta be low. Ooh, that was a bit closer than I would have liked. I want to go for time 16 once though, but 13 is just way too in the middle. Oh my god. Yeah. This is definitely gonna be a low. This is the easiest double of my life. It's a lot closer than I thought it would be, but still. Times 12. But 16. Let's see, there's 2 5s, a 4, and something else. I think it's safe to go low. That was not low! At least we got another 2 pairs, but I still can't believe I threw away the triple. And it was my own fault, too. Oh, wow, that freaking 21. Yeah, we're doubling that, going low, because, like, I swear. Yeah, we were definitely going low. The only way that could have happened was if there was, like, all 6s, and in that case, it would have been worth it for comedy, if nothing else. This is a little more risky, but pretty good, pretty good. Oh, do I go for the 48? Nah. I wonder if I can get my coins up to 999. Is that really how I want to spend this stream, though? Not making any progress in the game itself, and just trying to max out my coins? While I'm deciding, I don't see any harm in throwing a few more dice. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but this is way more fun than the Golden Sun 1 version of the dice. Let's go low. There's a lot of 5s and 4s on the board. Nah, but I guess I deserve it. Okay, this has gotta be a high. That was a lot more closer than I would like. Let's just go high to the sky until we crash. That was a lot that crash was a lot closer than I thought it would be, not gonna lie. Wow, we didn't even get anything that time. Let's go high. Have to at least... gonna say, we have to at least double it. Oh! That's a perfect! Oh, we're at 16, and we're gonna easily get a double, because how the only way that we don't double this is if all of those dice are 6 again. And like I said before, if something like that were to happen, it'd be worth it for comedic effect. But I'm too chicken to go any more than that. Like, I feel lucky enough just to get a whole board of 6, and I am not throwing that away. In fact, let's see how much money we gained. Not as much as I thought, but I did like waste a lot of it on bad games. Thankfully, we can alleviate that. Yeah, I was only going for an hour, but screw it. Let's spend another 10 minutes just rolling dice. Why the heck not? Editing me might be a little mad. Unless I'm, like, talking about things. But I can already tell that editing me wants to make an entire episode of just dice for the funnies. But how the heck I would make 30 minutes of just rolling these dice funny, I don't know. Feel like we've already peaked in this game so early on. That said... Oh, it's the final one. They're so high, we gotta go low. we are totally gonna max out again. Get the lucky 64. Oh, it wasn't the lucky 64, but it was the most we could get. Imagine if someone had a Dark Star like mod that added the thing for bullying you if you save stated to get, if you save state abuse to actually get perfect all the time. The way it worked though wasn't actually keeping track if you did save states or not. It just tracked if you did get it perfect and assume that, okay, there's no way you actually got that lucky, you little cheat. We're gonna bully you for cheating. If you have never played Darkstar, it's not that much. It's just a line of text that said, like, it doesn't even call you out. It's just like, wow, you got really lucky. Hey, is there any by chance that you're save stating? If you are, please don't. I have a wife and kids to feed. I'm paraphrasing a bit, but that's essentially what it's like. It's worth playing, if you're a fan of Paper Mario, it's worth playing Darkstar far enough to get to that for yourself, so you can see. Oh, well, do I even go high or low though at this point? God, it's like the two dice are really high, but the two other dice are really low. My gut says low. My gut has been wrong before though. That did not look like. Oh, it's the lucky 60. We gotta go again. We gotta get the 64. I think high is a safe bet. Ooh, I did not feel like we were gonna get it. You know, if I was a true champ, I wouldn't be saving it at all. To be fair, I have yet to actually reset once, so I've actually been doing good with the dice. If you're watching the video and don't believe me, just the VOD will be live. You can watch the VOD, watch every single minute of me rolling these dice. If you don't believe me with how freaking good I'm doing at them, I don't even call it luck. This is pure skill, man. Just knowing the rolls of probability and playing the dice accordingly. I feel like, I don't know if I would consider myself a lucky person, but I do have a funny story. I wish I could remember more of the details of it, but the general gist was... Yeah, let's keep going. There's no way I can fail from that. As I was saying, like, I forget if it was cards or dice or something else, but it's important to lead off the story with the fact that I'm not really a gambler. I've never gone to a casino in my life, nor done slots or anything like that. The environment of casino, I just don't vibe with the environment of casinos. A lot of them are way too dirty for my liking, but I forget if it was a math class or something, or some rec program, but there was like cards, and I recall the teachers being really impressed with how good I was with cards. You know, it was definitely jinx to get there. But we gotta lose every now and then. It's the true secret to success is not build up the expectation of winning all the time. Maybe I should go save before. Screw that. We'll make up our losses easily with the doubling. I wouldn't be surprised if low wasn't actually wrecked. Wait, if it's the exact amount, you just win? The game doesn't just troll or punish you? So that all sixes? There was no way for me to lose? The doubling in that? At least I'll get a chance to double check and see for sure when editing. But it's like, oh my god, that changes everything if, like, there's no consequence for certain things. Okay, lowest feels like it's kind of pushing it, but yeah, I felt good with that. And I haven't been doing that great, I'm gonna just cash out early. We'll try again next. We'll try again the next dice. Not great, but we're not. I don't feel like I'm not really feeling about this. I'm not really feeling at this roll, but at the same time, I feel like I gotta make up for some lost ground. Do I double the double? 17. It seems safe to go low. Of course, that's the time that there's like 3 sixes on the board. My confidence is dwindling. Maybe I should just cash out. After we ride out this one. This is feeling pretty good about going double. Like anything below... When it comes to dice, like... In this particular case of dice, when it's like right around 13 or 12, it feels easy to bet high. Right, there was a lot of 6s on that board. I think low was a safe one. Even if it was a lot closer than I thought it would be. I don't know, it's more exciting when the number goes up. Just for the record, if I was playing to win, I would cash out right here. But for the fun of it. I was gonna go high, but man, those 2 6s on the board kind of convince me otherwise. Screw it! YOLO! And that's how you lose your money in the slots. Wait, didn't I say I was gonna cash out after that last one? Ugh. Well, at least this is an easy high. I say and just barely make it. Oof. Again, an easy high. Okay, this is a sign. I mean, I at least still make coins, but not a lot. And we're almost at half an hour, so screw it. More dice, more dice, more dice. Yeah, if there's anything I've learned from Pokemon Red, the true winners of gambling are those that can save scum. I say that, and yet I have not had the need to save scum even once. It's gonna happen eventually. Eventually my luck is gonna run out, and RNG and the gods of save state manipulation are gonna save my hide. But I'm gonna ride the pride of not having to rely on it as long as I can. I hope I just didn't jinx it to be now, though. Oh, 6s. Guess I'll go low. Sorry, I had some self-doubt to get out of my system that was totally not burps. I can't believe I call that. This feels like a safe low. Not the safest low, but more in the low than the high, case in point. Okay, this is definitely going to be a high. What do I do with this? Well, I mean, we're not backing out. I'm not feeling chicken today. But as a matter, I don't know if I want to go high or low. I guess low is safe. There's a 6 and a 5 on there. There we go. Alright, safe to go high again. Oh, we're already on the final. Oh, I thought I screwed it right at the end there. Yeah, I'm addicted to 64 bonuses. I want another 64 bonus. I don't know if the bonus can go higher than 64, but still. I want to keep playing until we get another 64 bonus. I gotta see the 64. And again, there is a purpose to all this. We have to get the money to forge all those items that we got from somewhere. Because I can't just ignore them and leave them in the shop forever. It'll bug me to see them in the artifact shop every single time. It's just raw material. Not the most confident I ever been with a high, but I'm feeling the itch to go high anyways. Yeah, I kind of deserve that. Ooh, triple. We gotta write this out. This could be our 64 that we were waiting for. Oh man. Do I risk the same thing as before though? Let's go for it. Again, we're writing this one out to the end no matter what. Low. That is not low. Dang it, that was my chance for 64. Oh. The RNG guys were kind enough to give us 2 triples in a row. I was gonna say I can't waste waste the second one. Let's write it. Let's see what I can work with this. It's no triple, but at least maybe I can get my money back. Nope. We're never gonna get another triple, are we? Might as well just see what I can get with this. Wow, the board is not, like, the board refuses to give me anything but above 10 today, isn't it? Well, at least this is an easy low. Yeah, let's just... Gotta do some easy cash outs every now and then to try to balance out all the crazy highs we write out. Alright. Gotta be higher than 10. I'm feeling double high. That might bite me in the butt, but I'm feeling it. Yeah. I was feeling high, but my hands wanted to go low. I'm glad I let my hands do the talking that round, because this is definitely going to be high. Okay. Easy low. Ooh. I gotta trust my gut. When it's around 12, you go high. One more for the 32. Go for it. I've been getting really low numbers screwing me over. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened again for comedic effect, so I'm going low. I'm gonna predict the bull shots. Not as low as I was expecting, but I'm glad I called low. Oh wow, I might actually max out on coins before we get to 64. But I really want that 64 multiplier again. Let's go high, just because it's easy. I kind of actually want to... I'm feeling wimpy. I want to save before things get too ugly. I don't even know if I will. At this point, I would feel bad for save scumming with how lucky I've been. I also think I could actually plummet down to the depths I was before. I think that was the game's way of saying, was that a challenge? Challenge accepted. I am not gonna lose to you. For all the losses you want in the world, I'm gonna make it all back when I get that 64. Let's go low. Bit closer than I thought. I was hoping, let's see if we get another low. That's not low. I knew I should have gone high. Like, I've gone high in the past and it hasn't screwed me over. But I was really just expecting, you know, that. You know what? I lied. The game has screwed me over. Just not enough to actually make me lose. I think this is going to be our first loss. It's the triple! We gotta write this out. We gotta get the 64 from the triple. I would say an easy high, but I've just been getting so many little dice lately. High is a safe bet. We gotta go with it. Ooh, just barely though. Doubling... High? Gotta go high. Ugh, so afraid of that happening though. I'm just not used to seeing single digits on the board. Low. That is not a low. I think at this point we're going to either max out coins or I get a 64 bonus. Because I really want... I don't know what it is, just there's something so satisfying about seeing that red 64 up in the upper leftish corner. Do I go high again? Something like that tells me high, but the numbers... I'm getting a lot of little numbers. Ah, screw it, I can stop myself. I knew it, I knew it. Feeling the low. We've been riding the... That is not a low! Of course! When I actually decide to go for low, they give me a high. Because of freaking course. Alright, one pair. Surely we're not gonna get something higher than 17. Oh, I swear, game, if you would have done that. 12. Man, where was that triple in the beginning of all this? You know, remember when I said sometimes you just gotta cash out to reset the karma? That's what I was feeling there. Oh, two pairs. This could be our... I forget how much multiplier this is, but this could be our chance for 64. Starting out with times 6. That feels like a pretty solid chance at a 64 multiplier. But that means I have to keep going. Ooh. See if the low treats me well. Well, that didn't look like a low, but I'm glad it was. Alright, this has gotta be a high. Ooh, a little closer than I thought. We're at times 48. We gotta go again. But do I go high or low? It's just way too close. I don't know. There's 2 4s in that board. I'm feeling high. And there it goes. It's like the dice were telling me low. The number was telling me high. That makes any sense. Well, we might as well at least try to get our money back. I'm just gonna ride high until it gets too high. Or just crash. Now I'm curious. 2,200 coins. Well, if I lose another time, then I'll reset. But we still got so much money, and let's be honest with ourselves, the stopping about the money way back when I hit 8,000 in the first place. Game is really testing my limits of how much it takes to actually get me to reset, isn't it? High dice have been kind of screwing me over lately. What do you know? Alright, surely we can get higher than 12 though. Okay, this could be our chance to get 64 again. High. I swear if that wasn't high with all those 6s on the board. We gotta go low. There's been so many lows, and there we go. Problem is, this puts us right back in questionable range, but high. Oh, what is it with my luck? I can't get... I had such a good groove going in the early on of this. Why can't I get it back? All I want is 164 bonus. I just want to get that 64 multiplier one more time. There's no point trying to keep me away from a game, because I will reset if things get too ugly. The only reason I haven't reset it yet is out of mere pure pride and nothing else. Alright, easy low. Now you think I might just back out at this point just to... Oh, I can definitely go high. Yeah, I'm just cashing out. I want to at least get back to where I was. And we weren't going to get anywhere with this we weren't going to get the 64 multiplier, so in the end it doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter anymore if we don't get the 64 multiplier. There's our triple, baby! Okay. I gotta keep going, but, go high. Don't screw me over. Alright. Low. Oh, the game kind of scared me there. I thought it was gonna be like 3 6s on the board. Alright. Easy high. Ah! I guess if you say easy high enough times, eventually you jinx it. Got ourselves another triple, baby, and this is the easiest low of my life. Unfortunately, this is where things get shaky. So let's go low. I feel like this is the point where I've had to go low in the past to save myself. Alright. Go high. There it is, baby! This is it! This is the 64 multiplier. Cash in before I can chicken out. Oh my god, though. God, why couldn't it have been something easy like a 10? Ooh. High or low? High or low? I don't know. If you don't know, if you can't trust the number, trust the dice. I don't know how to read the dice. I don't know how to read the dice. I'm just snapping. I'm breaking. I don't got the magic anymore. I don't have any fate. As the past me once said, when in doubt, go high. No! Oh! That was our freaking 64 multiplier. Maybe this is our maybe it just wasn't meant to be. I'll use this to warm up for our next triple. I'm not even thinking at this point. Can't believe I got so many opportunities to... Man, I was right there. I almost had the frickin' triple. Fine, I'll double it. This is an easy low. But does it really even matter anymore unless I get the triple? Low. It's just for him. I'm just kind of curious. Oh, that was definitely not low. I knew it was going to be high, but something was telling me the game's trying to jinx you. Well, I can't even get on the board anymore. And only 800. No, don't let the game fool you. You lost 2,000 before. That was red. I might as well wait until I get back into the game. That was me channeling the energy of 6-year-old me going for red and blue. I probably was a little bit older than that, but still. We had a good time. We had probably the most lucky streak that I'll ever have in a video game. Baby, it's the triple. Oh my god. Go low. I was gonna say, even if I had to reset, we all saw how long I went without doing so, and I haven't lost that much money from it. I have to ride it out. I don't like the number, but this is my only chance to get that time 64. And that's the only reason we're all still going here. Okay. There's a lot of threes. I'm gonna trust the highs. Man. It doesn't matter because I just want to see the time 64, so even backing out would have been just as bad to me as actually keeping the money. Go high. It's fine. All I really want anymore is the 64. Go high. The 2-2s kind of give me good fate. Alright, I'm gonna go low. This is a practice round, doesn't really even matter. But I would like to leave here with more money than I went in with, of course, who doesn't? Oh shoot, I can't back out. I guess we'll go low. I knew I should have folded. I pressed the button to go before even realizing. One low, and then I think I'll back out whatever. I can push a high out of this one. Oh, and this is an easy low. Sometimes you just gotta go with the multiplier when it's literally hand-fed to you. And that would be a fairly easy high, but I'm not feeling too confident. We're only here for... There's the triple, baby! Okay. I don't know what's more rare. I forgot what's more rare. 2 doubles or a triple. Either way, I think either or gives me the 64 I want. Going high. Oh, easy low. Easy low. Not as easy, but I'm not feeling too keen with the 2 high numbers on the dice. I'm going low. And that's what I get. I wish I could go back in time and channel the energy that I had at the beginning of the stream. When I got that 64 bonus and practically everything else. High. It's okay, it's not a triple. So this is... Why did I go for high? I know I said it doesn't matter, but you can't just throw away the easy win. Okay, easiest high in my life. Maybe that shouldn't be taken out of context. Alright, high or low? Here's some decently high numbers on the dice there. Let's try a low. That is not a low. At least it wasn't. At least we didn't screw up a triple. I'm sorry for dragging you all into this. This is my problem alone. Can't believe that worked. My god, the dice can be more decisive if they tried. Let's go low. Because there's no way we're gonna get more sixes. Feeling low. Finally. This isn't even the 64 one, is it? But it's gotta be high. I would cash out, but now just take our money. Hope for the triple. And I'll double it once. It's what I would say if I didn't get something under 10. Come on, come on. Jackie K wants to end this stream off on a 64 multiplier. All these others are just for the heck of it. There it is. Okay, high? Okay, awesome. Easy, easy low. Are we just gonna go back and forth with the highs and the lows? I wish I could see the dice again. Feeling low. Yeah, there's 2 sixes on the board. Which of course is why the game would screw me over. I could keep going, but no. I want the 64 multiplier. That's all that matters anymore. Why is this so hard when I'm actually trying for it? No, I should have just backed out. It's not a triple, it's not, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, we're going for the high on this. Like, anything that's under 10 is an easy high. I gotta get in a better habit of just paying attention to the numbers before I actually hit the confirm button. Oh my... I would back out, but this is way too easy. I gotta take the multiplier. Of course, this is gonna be the time that I have the easy... Okay, that's close enough. And... triple or a double-double... Just let me get the 64 multiplier one more time, just so I can see a red 64 on the screen. We're getting so close to maxing out the coins. We gotta get the 64 multiplier first. Okay, there's our triple. This is an easy high. Fairly easy low, but still jinxable. Going to go high. Ooh, easy, easy low. Oh my god, please give me an easy one to end off. Yes, 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 here we go, here we go. We are getting the 64, baby! Woo! Way too close, but I don't care. I can't believe I turned a 1 hour stream into a 2 hour stream. I'm pretty sure we had more than an hour in the clock, before going into it, but oh my, maybe not, like, because I can't believe I might have spent an hour just on the lucky dice. But it was worth it. No, we're ending the stream here anyway, so I might as well let this run down. I want to watch the satisfaction of every single coin that we get. It gives me a chance to double check to make sure we're not gonna max out coins good. This entire endeavor was not in vain. And I don't think the reset mattered, because we lost enough to justify resetting. But even with the reset, I feel confident we're leaving this place with way more money than we lost. I'm sure this is all the quality Golden Sun content you signed up for. Specifically when watching Golden Sun Randomizer. I don't care, I had fun! Hopefully you all had fun too, but we'll figure out how to fix that issue in post, I guess. What else can I even talk about while we're waiting for the rest of the money to scroll? So, I would say stream next week. I guess at this point, if I'm going to be streaming, it'll be more Lost Age Randomizer. I started off the day a little bit iffy, so I wasn't sure if I was going to actually do the stream or not. And I have enough of a backlog with Lost Age that I think it'd be about time to spice things up and bring something else into the mix. I've been kind of itching to play Legends Arceus a bit more, but no, today was a weird exception. Maybe people knew I was gonna waste the entire day on Lucky Dice, but these streams have been pretty good with actually having people to talk to while I'm playing. So I think I want to try to stay consistent, because I'll need the VODs eventually to make more Lost Age Randomizer videos. And the Lost Age Randomizer videos are actually like taking way more footage than I was expecting to make the videos. I don't know why I was thinking of trying to get 2 videos a week of it for December, because it's been really time consuming. It's been way more time consuming than I thought to actually edit those videos. Then again, like, I only need like 4 more videos to clear until I'm completely done with Lost Age Randomizer for the month of December. So I think I was on the fence of going back of whether or not to do 2 videos a week next month, but I think I'll stick to that. If anything else, if anything to accord, whatever I'm trying to say. If nothing else, I can always go back to 1 video a week in January if I feel like it's 2 months. Oh, I knew we were going to max out on coins, but okay, that's a lot closer to maxing out on coins than I thought. I think it was worth it to watch that go down. 15,180 coins. Talk about lucky. Someone's gonna have to remind me next stream, which is a little shame because I don't think anyone's here, but someone's gonna have to remind me next stream to very first thing we do is go forge material, because we definitely have enough money to forge all of the materials and weapons at this point. That was honestly the way I was able to convince myself to spend so long on these dice in the first place. So yeah, thank you all for tuning in. I'm glad everyone's been enjoying Lost Age Randomizer as much as they have. I don't like making promises, because who knows what can change between now and next Friday. But for now, I'll say, see you all next week with more of this. Until then, take care. I just gotta make sure that everything is going before I quit out. Oh, there's actually people. There's actually people watching. They're just lurking. That's fine. Sorry for anyone that had to endure this hour of dice rolling. I had fun. This is gonna make for an interesting video. I'll tell you that much.